That's very difficult, because how do you listen to somebody but then try to get them to move on, okay? So, and how do they not experience that as you're trying to shut me up, okay? I would say that we also have a concept that's called beyond victimhood. So look, if you're never allowed to tell your story, if every time you try to talk about what happened to you, you're silenced, okay, I don't think that's good. But at some point, if the person, you know, when we know that there are people who tell, it's like it's a script. You know, they'll tell it 1 time, 2 times, 10 times, 20 times, and it's basically word for word. So at some point we can say, in a gentle way, in a supportive way, all right, let's try to understand, let's try to get some more now meaning. What can we do with this? What can we learn from your experiences? How can we use your awful experiences to make a change? And usually, if it's in a supportive context, then people can start moving beyond victimhood, okay? There is also a concept that's very important called social forgetting. Social forgetting. For instance, truth and reconciliation commissions throughout the world. So there have been places where it was a societal decision that after we get out a lot of our stories, now we're not going to talk about it anymore because it is not healing for society. So there have been societies that have decided that we actually do have to consciously decide not to talk about it in public. In the end, is it good or bad? It's hard for me to tell you, but there is something that, yes, sometimes it is helpful if we're not always down there in the mire bringing up the awful things that happened. So we have to find the balance between not shutting up people, but not always being there. Because I say I think the major problem of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is not 67. It's not the occupation, it's 48. We're still stuck in 1948. And we have to move, and we are now 2014. And we must do something to take everything that we know and have lived through and move somewhere else.